and let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out, let's roll out.
All right. This is the first video pod, hopefully. And we got episode 5 now.
Fizzy.
Episode 5. So that's episode 5 of Food, Fitness, and Fun with Dre and JD. Oh, I see a lot of flare. Let me take these off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get that glare. I don't know why I said flare. Maybe I was thinking of Ric Flair. Woo! You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. So, yeah, episode 5 of Food, Fitness, and Fun with Dre. That's that guy. And JD. That's me. You know what I'm saying? There it is. So,
I see you now. Now you can't be seen.
You know what I'm saying? No more sneaky shit. No more making faces. Nick said, what's Nick said? So, yeah, here we go. So, let's get into this fitness motivation topic. Let's dive right in.
Let's do it.
So, a lot of people have been having issues with fitness motivation. You know, quarantine fucked a lot of people up. And it's been hard for a lot of people, more now than ever, probably, you know. And fitness motivation is not really something I've had to deal with. Fitness motivation is not something I've really struggled with for a long time until recently. You know, although I've been inconsistent with working out for a long time, I mean, within limits. I've also never let myself get past a certain, weight. But, I haven't been as consistent as I should have or could have been for a long time. And I know a lot of people struggle with fitness motivation. Where can they draw inspiration from? How can they get motivated, especially right now when people are feeling, depressed? They've gained a lot of weight. They're struggling with unemployment and various other issues.
Right.
For me, the quarantine kind of did the opposite. When COVID first came and they started locking shit down, and it was like, oh well, any food you eat from outside could get you sick, and everything is closed, and don't touch nobody, and wipe down your groceries. I was like, oh man, this is crazy. All right, you know what? I'm a wild out. If everybody's getting crazy, I got to get crazy too.
Right.
So I just stopped everything. I was like, all right, I'm going to cook every meal because there's really no choice anyway. There was nothing to order. Everything was closed. And I just went back to the regimen and was like, all right, I'm going to go way crazy with my fasting and only eat like 2 or 3 or 4 hours a day. And I cooked every meal. And then I started a home workout because there was no gym. Gyms were closed.
Right.
And we ain't have a choice. So, I started a boxing interval training workout that a friend of mine taught me. And then I was jogging 3 days a week. And in like 6 weeks, I lost like 25 pounds and was down to like the slimmest and probably strongest I've been ever. And it felt great. And I was doing really well. And then things started opening up. And I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I'm going to stick to my shit. But as an essential worker, what I noticed was, you good over there? You good? Oh, okay. Listen. Listen. I didn't know what happened. I seen you going off screen. I said, might have a problem. So, yeah, no doubt. So, I just kept going with my stuff, but I began to feel taxed. I began to feel like weight on me, like heavy, like pulling me down. And I realized, I'm starting to get tired. I was starting to get what they called COVID fatigue.
Yeah.
Going through the hustle and bustle every day. It was just becoming a lot. It was becoming overwhelming. And I started doing all the things I shouldn't do. I stopped working out.
Yeah.
I started ordering. I started eating all the shit I'm not supposed to eat. And I just started feeling really unmotivated. And that's when I realized, like, man, if this is what people are going through and having a hard time, this really sucks. And I started doing different things to draw motivation. I remember I spoke to you and I watched a couple documentaries and stuff like that. And I was able to find motivation again, but it took me a while. So before I get into what I did, I would just like to see what you think is a good way for people to draw motivation. What's a good way for people to get started, get out that funk, and just where can people draw inspiration from? Because, sometimes just waking up and say, I'm going to go do these couple miles or I'm gonna go hit the gym. Sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you need more. So what do you think people could do to get motivated, and what do you do to get motivated?
Yeah, I feel like you gotta. There's no right way or wrong way. You just gotta
Mm-hmm.
like find the thing that you really like to do.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of gets you out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I said before, everybody comes to the well from a different path, right? And so it's like, no matter what it might be, it could be something as um, just well, I'm not gonna say meaningless, but something that is that I would consider whack, which is like maybe you looking at people on social media, right? Like you looking at Instagram mofos and you saying to yourself, man, this person's about my size and about my age. If they can do
Mm-hmm.
it, I can do it. If that's enough to get you to go, go. You know, maybe it's just starting out with like small things, being like, man,
Mm-hmm.
all I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna do something, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna like take a walk around the block. I always believe that it's best to start off with things that are small. Everybody can't go all in. So if
Right.
you give yourself, let's say you want to get stronger, right? Like, man, I feel I'm so
Okay.
weak. I want to get stronger. Let's say you say to yourself, I'm going to do 5 push-ups.
Right.
That's it. And that's your goal. You do one, you do two. Some people can't even do two. They
Right.
do one, they do two, they do three. And say, okay, man, I did 5. Okay, take a little break.
Right.
Let me try 5 more. You just do that for a while, a couple of days, and then you up it to maybe 7 or 8. Okay, I'm gonna do seven
Mm-hmm.
to eight push-ups. But my thing is do small little things incrementally so that you feel like you're accomplishing something. It's
Right.
way better to do that than to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna run 5 miles,
Right.
and you don't do it, and so now you start feeling even more depressed because it's like, man, I can't do nothing. Give yourself small goals that are attainable, that feel attainable in your mind,
Mm-hmm.
and move from there.
Mm.
That's the best way to, I feel like, to be motivated. But like I said, everybody comes to the world different. So if you are motivated by watching your friends or people on
Uh-huh.
TV or listening to Oprah, I don't know what people are doing right now. You know what I'm saying? But whoever, Beyonce, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beyonce said to do that. I'll then do what Beyonce said, like
Right.
whatever. But if that gets you going, go with
Right.
that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And what about you? What do
Oh,
you do? What motivates you?
man. So what gets me going is I because I've been doing fitness for such a while, I know how it feels. So for me, it's more like a drug.
Okay.
I call it a positive addiction, where
Mm.
it's like I know right now I might be feeling like shit, but I also know
Uh-huh.
how it feels to finish that workout. When my
Mm.
endorphins are just like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm like, damn, I miss that feeling. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like, man, I miss that. Oh man, I gotta get to the gym because I want that. I want those. You start craving those endorphins like any other
Right.
drug. You
Right.
start
That adrenaline rush.
yeah, you start craving it. Like, man, I want to. Oh man, I miss that. If it's cardio, like, man, I miss that heart rate going up and just sweating profusely. That has a different
Right.
feeling. So for me, I get motivated thinking about how I felt the last time I did it. And
Okay.
that keeps me going. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your suggestion to recap is for people to set small goals and work on those small goals along the way to something else.
Small attainable goals. things you know that you can do, and then just
Right.
up it from there. If it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take my dog for a walk because you
Mm-hmm.
got to take the dog outside anyway. Okay, walk them a little bit longer. You know, you maybe usually you're walking for 15 minutes, do 20, 30 minutes. You
Right.
know, you do 30 minutes, we'll do it for 45 minutes. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Just start raising the temperature a little bit on things you kind of already do, and start challenging yourself. You know, and that's another thing. Like that could be another way that people get there with motivating themselves. A lot of people do these like challenges, right? It's like
Right.
fitness challenge, squat challenge, whatever
Right.
challenge. If that gets you to go, like you like challenges, do that. The other thing is some people like to be like in classes. I notice like women a lot like to be in classes. I'd say that men don't either, but mostly I see mostly women love like classes. Like I'm going to spin class. Like they
Right.
do,
Like the Soul Cycle joints.
yeah, they do way better when it's like 20 people and we're all in this together, right, girls? And it's just you know what I mean? And it's fitness, you know what I'm saying? It's like if that
Right.
works for you, go to classes. You know, I got a friend
Right.
of mine, my boy. He started going into shape. Um, he's into these like salsa classes. So when
Ah.
COVID shut down everything, he was just like, man, I don't know, man. Maybe I'll go to the gym. But then when they start opening up the salsa class, he was like, yo, salsa's back. That's his thing, you know. Like
Right.
he likes to like meet women there, dance with them. Like that's his joint.
Right.
That's his
Right.
exercise. I'm like, that's then always do salsa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like whatever, salsa, zumba. If you feel like being in classes is your thing, just do it and be consistent at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
Right. Consistency is definitely key.
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was good. I think it's important to find things that you like, because that was challenging for me as well when COVID shut everything down. I love being on the elliptical. I love doing interval training on the elliptical. There was no elliptical.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. No ellipticals, baby.
Right,
They're gone.
right, right.
Zero ellipticals available. It was like, okay, so what the fuck am I gonna do now? And it was like, all right, well, why don't you try going for a run? I was like, ew, you nasty. You want me to run, Dre? He was like, yeah, man, just try going for a run. What could you do? Hit the outdoors, throw some music on, and go. And now I be running. Like I'm dressed to run right now. Like as soon as we finish, I'm gonna go, get my shit in.
Get your run
But
on.
yeah, everybody likes different stuff. Like I told a friend recently, do Zumba classes. She said she loves Zumba, and I said, well, listen, you say you don't have time to get to a Zumba class, but do you have time to stare at a monitor? Do you have time to stare at your television? She said, sure. I said, okay, well then do half hour of Zumba via YouTube.
Right.
Get on YouTube, find you a nice little Zumba joint that you like. There's mad videos on YouTube, and go in. Hit those YouTubes, hit those Zumbas, get busy. And she's doing it. But I think that's important. And I think as well for me, let me put this down a little bit. I think for me, one of the things that's important is, like you said, those short-term goals. If you want a six-pack, you're not going to wake up with a six-pack. You know what I'm saying? But if you say, hey, today I'm going to do 5 leg lifts. Today I'm going to do 5 Russian twists or whatever, along the way, you're setting these goals and checking them off. And like you said, it feels good checking them off.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because when you're checking them off, you start feeling nice. Like, man, I'm doing something. I could feel good. And like you said, those endorphins. And even if those endorphins are not cutting it for you, it feels good knowing you're getting shit off your checklist. Like, all right, cool. Today I did my 10. Woo! I did my 10, baby. I did 10 crunches today. Yes. Bam. I see you tomorrow, crunches. But if you just don't set short-term goals and say, hey, I'm going to get a 6-pack. I'm going to get a 6-pack. I'm going to get a 6-pack. Man, after about a week or two of telling yourself you're going to get a 6-pack and you look down,
And ain't no 6-pack.
And ain't no 6-pack, you're going to start feeling fucked up. You're going to start feeling like, damn, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. It's not working. I should quit.
Exactly.
I should quit because I'm not going to get a 6-pack.
Right.
But setting those small goals, they help along the way. Now, you start doing that shit for a couple weeks, a couple months. Maybe you start seeing a little slither. You know what I mean? You might see a little. Is that? Right. Hold on. Is that a cut in the mirror? Hold on. That's an oblique. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think that's really important. And for me, even when I was at my heaviest, that was one of my biggest things. Like, I need to set these goals and make sure I'm doing something along the way. You know, I tell people, when you wake up, got a little, my wire got wrapped around my foot right there. When you wake up, ask yourself, what can I do to help myself achieve a goal today? And I think that applies in more than fitness. You feel what I'm saying? Like in business, career. Like, all right, listen, what can I do today? Yeah, you might have a long-term goal. Yeah, in 5 years, I want to be the CEO. All right, but what could you do today?
Right.
What could you do today to help you get towards that? You know, you want a 6-pack. All right. What can you do today to help you get towards that 6-pack? Damn.
Ay.
You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
You know, my Latin cousins are out there doing their thing. You know what I'm saying?
It. Make me miss
but
right now.
You know what I'm saying? It's out here happening, kid. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. You know what I mean? Oh, kill it. What?
You know what I'm saying? That was funny. But yeah, you got to ask yourself, what could you do today? You know what I'm saying? And I think that when you have that mindset of what can I do every single day, I think it's really helpful along the way, because that big goal sometimes feels so far that it's like, I'm never gonna reach it.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna get there.
Right.
But you can get there, and it helps to have that boop little check. Boop little check.
And like you said, man, it's like waking up and saying, okay, what can I do today, and how this can go, not just with fitness, but sometimes with fitness, it's your entry, meaning that if I can do something like this, take a walk a little bit longer, and you start to feel successful, it's like, man, I did that. What else can I achieve? You know?
Yep.
You know, maybe I can get, my bills in order just to know what I owe. Okay.
Right.
Maybe I can, talk to this person that I've been meaning to have this conversation with. Maybe I can look for this, I'm gonna spend an hour just looking for work, if that's what you need to do. So you start, man, okay, I achieved this, I achieved that, and they all small attainable things, but fitness sometimes could be that entry of just getting you off your ass.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Sometimes, to be honest, like sometimes for me, and this what I love about, like you said, that rush, those endorphins. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes for me, it's like, man, I'm not really feeling it today. I don't really want to do anything, but I know I gotta go jog after this. So, all right, let me just get this jog, and then you start jogging, and you start going, and you're like, man, this shit, I'm feeling good, man. Listen, man, I'm feeling all right. Then you finish, you all hype and sweaty. Just, man, I feel good. What we gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? Now your whole mood is different. Now I'm like, all right, well, I mean, I got that shit done, and I got all this extra energy, but I finished my little run. Well, what I'm gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ride a motorcycle. Nah, I'm just playing. You know what I'm saying? But you start asking. You ask yourself, like, yo, what I'm gonna do next? Because now you have this rush, you have this extra energy, and I love that. For me, that's just like a great reset button sometimes. Or like you said, sometimes that's the launch pad. You know what I'm saying? Just like, bam, I'm out. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, I'm ready to get the day started, baby. And I think that's why a lot of people like to do their exercise in the morning. But, you know, that's just maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it sparks off that day.
Yeah.
All right, what else, son?
All right.
What else is on
What else?
the
What else? What else?
what's on the agenda?
On the docket?
On the
Let me
sprocket.
see. What's here? Okay. Well, you had some shit about snakes last time.
Oh, I don't even we need something small to go into because
All right.
you know what I mean?
Let me see what we got. All right, listen, you got up here, we have up here friendship. What does friendship really mean?
Okay, we could maybe get into that if you want to.
What else? You got something else you feeling like?
There's a few things. So
all right. Go ahead, tell me. Hit me with your best shot.
Let me see. So we already did fitness, so let's go into something else. I did put up there CBD and black people.
CBD and black people.
Yeah.
For those who don't have the video, I had to hit them with the people's eyebrow just now.
I'll
like,
let you choose it, but we got to edit all this other shit out right now. But yeah, I'll let you choose it.
Nah, go ahead, CBD and black people. Go ahead, son.
Nah. All right, you want me to go in?
Yeah, I mean, it's your topic. What you got? You know what I'm saying?
When I said CBD and black people, I'm really talking about weed.
Right.
I just feel like, you know, now that weed is becoming more and more legal.
Right.
All of a sudden, it's something that it's all right, more and more legal and more profitable. All of a sudden, it's something that all you see is white folks suddenly. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think about how many of us, people of color, whatever we calling ourselves, I don't know, went to prison, went to jail, doing all kind of time, right?
Right.
And I feel like, okay, we paid that price, right?
Yep.
Because we know that cops and everything was targeting us. Now, it's the moment it becomes legal in any particular state, any particular city, white folks come out of the woodworks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yo. And I don't know, I just feel like, you know what? We as a people need to be like, listen, if black people ain't profiting from that, don't fucking buy it. Period.
And now we're talking.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
now we talking
on the real. If you you know, and I don't want to sound like I'm anti anybody, but I am pro us, and that is
right.
You done put us to prison. We done lost families, years, everything else, either smoking or selling this product. Now you legalize it. White cats come through. We need to do what we've always done in terms of making a real statement, and that is boycott the shit out of those places. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. And, you know, support our people of color who have these businesses and do what we need to do to get into this market. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I agree. I think the thing is that, you know, this is a multi-layered topic. I think that, first of all, we need to fully decriminalize marijuana. And I think that anybody who has weed offenses and is in jail needs to be taken out of jail. Because I shouldn't be doing time for something that's legal. Come on. Especially, like, you know, a lot of us got hit with these super long, crazy sentences. It's like, oh, well, Jonathan is doing 30 years for 12 pounds of weed. It's like, okay, but now 12 pounds of weed is legal, and he already did half his time. Son, let him out. First of all, he got to come out. Second of all, I think that unless you have some kind of other things attached to it, like if you just got busted for weed, yo, get them out. Like, let them out. Right. You know what I'm saying? If it's like you had weed and 12 guns, all right, maybe that's a different conversation.
Right.
But if you got busted for a couple pounds of weed, yo, let them up out of there. Like all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not talking about violent offenses. We talking about weed. The same shit y'all about to make go everywhere for taxed available, profitable prices. So let them out. That's number one. Number two, I totally agree with you. You know, when things are available and profitable, you're going to get the people with the money to come out. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why you see Jay-Z has already invested in weed companies, and you know, a lot of black celebs are doing that. And years ago in Colorado, Ghostface, and I think it was, you know what, I don't even want to say a name because I can't remember who the other person was, but I know Ghostface and another Wu member, they have a whole CBD situation in Colorado.
Right.
And that's great. But I think that we need to take the things away from the corporations. I think when we invest in ourselves, that's when we are able to make real change and really make waves. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Excuse me. You know, if we keep allowing Pepsi and Arizona iced tea and, you know, the Wall Street Journal and all of these conglomerates to do things first, and fuck first, like just to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, this Pepsi weed though, son. I'm about to get this Pepsi. Yo, you ain't smoking Pepsi? You ain't smoking? You ain't hitting that McDonald's?
Right.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? And I think one of the things that we have issues with, I got to pop up here. I just want to close that. I think one of the things we have issues with is looking for cosigns. Excuse me. Is looking for cosigns. We don't need a major person to do it. You feel what I'm saying? We can get small business support within our own communities. You feel what I'm saying? But I think, and this is a conversation I have often with some of my entrepreneur friends, it's like people are quick to do something when a conglomerate does it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or run to something when it's like, yo, Pepsi selling weed now? Son, I gotta get that Pepsi. Yo, but that Sprite? Yo, I gotta get that Sprite. Mountain Dew? Son, you know I want to do the do, son. And it's like, okay, cool. But that don't mean you can't support Dre, who just started a weed business as well. Right. It don't have to be Nike and Walmart and all of these huge billion, trillion dollar companies. In fact, you make more of a change when you spend your dollars in the community, when you spend your dollars on black businesses. There's all type of stats about how long a black dollar stays in circulation in the community. And that's because we don't really fuck with each other. We say a lot of shit, but when that pop-up comes, when that store opens, when that website launches from a black person, from a person in our community, we're not running to it the same way. We're not running to it like you ran to get those Yeezys.
Right.
You waited online 5 hours for them sneakers, but you can't spend $10 at your boy's store.
Right.
That's the problem. We need to be working together.
Or you got cats who just want shit for free. You
know fuck that free shit.
Like,
fuck that free shit.
Man, but I know you, so why should I pay? And it's like, because
but that's not how it works.
Because
you should pay.
Is why you should pay.
Absolutely, and that's the problem. And the other thing is like, yo, you would never tell Amazon, but only if you give me one for free.
Right.
I'll buy one, Amazon, but I need one for free though, because I'm your man. You don't know Amazon. You got to treat me like you treat Amazon. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Treat me like you treat Disney Plus. You feel what I'm saying? You don't go on Disney Plus and be like, I mean, I'll get a subscription, but only if my brother could get one too. No, you don't do that to Disney, because you can't. Put some respect on my shit too. Put some respect on their shit too. You know what I'm saying? Put some respect on it. The same respect you have for those conglomerates, you should have for your peers who are doing things. And that's the problem. Yep. We've learned through what's the term here? The term slips my mind. When you keep doing something over and over again, like when a song comes out and they keep putting it on the radio every hour on the hour. so it
Programming.
controls your brain and
Programming.
Yeah, but there's a more specific term. But yeah, anyway, we've kind of allowed them to program us to willingly accept things from names that we know.
Yeah.
But you know Andre, you know Jonathan, you know JD, you know these people, and even if you don't, guess what? They look like you.
Right. Right.
Fuck with the people that look like you. Give them a chance. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying Dre automatically gonna have the best bomb shit ever. Maybe not. Maybe he can't afford the same shit that Pepsi was able to go get, or Walmart is able to start selling. But that don't mean you can't cop his shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I agree, and I think going back to the first point, Cali has a really dope program that started, I don't know, 2-3 years ago. It's been a while now. Cali has a program where anybody who is a former offender for weed, they help you. I mean, you got to apply or whatever, but from what I saw, it's pretty much like automatic. But what they're doing is anybody who has a weed offense, they help you start a weed business legally, like through a grant.
Right.
You know about this?
I know places doing it. I know Cali is doing it. I know other places that are starting these kind of programs. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need more of those programs. You feel what I'm saying? Like you said, you took this family and fucked it up. You took years off this person's life. Give them some shit back. Teach them how to grow the weed the way y'all do. Help them start their business. And what's dope about the Cali program is they put you straight up in the warehouse. Like you in the warehouse learning every step of the growing process and the transporting process and how to fund it and all of these different things. And then they also give you enough to have your own setup. At least the Cali one anyway. I'm not too familiar with the other ones, but I was doing a lot of research and I watched this like short documentary on the Cali joint.
Yeah.
And I forgot the name of the program, but it's a really dope program, and I think we need more of that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these states that are popular, big cities, they've done this on a high level.
Right.
I'm talking about locking cats up.
Yeah.
So I think we need more of that. I think, get that program, help these gentlemen, help these people who you took years from, help them get a little bit of their life back, help them be profitable, help them, get their shit up and running. I think we need more of that.
Right.
I agree.
Right. And if so and so company comes in, like you said, Pepsi weed, Coke weed, whatever, if you know this is not coming from us, you need to just ignore that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're right. We are always the cats who follow these fads and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be on that without thinking, wait a second. Nah, no. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You're not really doing nothing for us. We just giving to you. And now you got this product that we have spent years being targeted and losing our homes, losing our family, losing cats get out, can't get jobs. Rockefeller drug laws, all that garbage.
Absolutely.
So we need to not support those cats. Yeah, if it's a cat like a Ghostface or Mike Tyson's weed joint, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Because Mike Tyson, Ghost, Jay-Z, these cats grew up in the hood, number one. Number two, they have family and friends that went to prison for selling these things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They hiring black folks when they get, so I have no problem with, oh, yeah, Mike Tyson got this weed thing. All right, there you go, Mike. Here's my little, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, Ghost, you doing your, all right, here you go. Oh, Mountain Dew weed, yeah, you can keep that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck that shit.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway,
I agree.
Yeah. Have you heard about this like antiviral drug that attacks COVID-19?
No.
Right. I'm gonna put you on real quick. So
teach me how to Dougie.
It's new and it's not available to the public yet. It's still in like testing, but it's what I've been saying, and that is, like I've said, and like if you have COVID-19, you get it. Let's say you get it and you get horrible symptoms. What do? You go to the hospital. They check you out. They give you vitamin D.
Right.
And,
zinc.
Wish, you know what I'm saying? Right. So they give you vitamins, D, zinc, and May God's
Right.
love be with you.
Right.
Where's like the medication? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
yeah, I don't, even if you get a cold, you can get medication. You can get cough syrup or something. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
still can get, you could take something for it. Where with
Uh-huh.
COVID-19, you can't, there's nothing to take. And so for me, I've always been like, that's why I feel like we're not there. Yeah, I get that we're taking something preventive, or some people are taking something preventive. But my thing is,
Mm-hmm.
what do you do when someone catches it? And so now
Uh-huh.
they're developing a drug that's antiviral, meaning you have COVID-19, you got crazy effed up symptoms, you go to the
Mm-hmm.
doctor, they give you something that targets COVID-19. You know what I'm saying? It goes into your bloodstream, targets that, that particular virus, and
Uh-huh.
like kills it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And to me, I feel like that sounds like promise. That's what you
Mm-hmm.
should be developing, because as we know, as we said before, the other thing, the vaccine, just giving it to everybody willy
Right.
nilly, and saying that, okay, well, I'm giving it to just in case, makes
Right.
people mad uncomfortable. But if I get sick and I'm in the hospital, yeah, now I want you to give me something. That's what I want, some
Right.
kind of medication. And so
Mm.
I just wanted to know, like, how you feel about that.
I think it's good. I think that's smart. I never heard of it before this conversation, so my response is going to be limited. I
Yeah,
try not to speak on things
I'm gonna
without
send you
knowing
the link.
anything about it.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah, please do. Just off what you're saying, yeah, I mean, my thing is, and one of my biggest apprehensions about this whole virus vaccine is that it doesn't cure COVID.
Right.
So I'm taking something to lessen my symptoms, but I mean,
You still have it.
you really giving me allegedly if it works. You only giving me something that matters if I go into extreme situations, because that's what it allegedly does. Allegedly, it reduces your symptoms so you won't have extreme symptoms and end up in the ICU. Okay, great. That's not everyone's situation. So that's what you're trying to do. Cool. But what about getting rid of the virus? What
Right.
about something that stops the virus? That is a conversation. So if this drug you're talking about does that, then I'm interested. I'm not going to say that I'm approving, but I'm interested.
Right.
And the reason I'm interested is because if we're talking about getting rid of it, then that makes sense. Then we could have these back to normal conversations that everybody wants to have so badly. Then we could talk about really doing other things. But, I would need to know more. I do think targeting the virus and getting rid of it is the way to go. But I would just need more information, and
Right.
and I want to see phase 3 test results. That was one of my things about
Right.
these vaccines. The FDA approves all type of wild shit, and that's cool, but we need data and we need to see trials and information. So if they're going to go through all the trials, if they're going to go through the proper procedures and this thing can target COVID and remove it, awesome. It sounds great. That's what I'll say. It sounds great. I would need to see more, hear more, but I do think that's a good look.
No doubt.
Sounds better than the the COVID-19 pill. You know about this?
Nah, go ahead. Go in. I haven't heard of
Oh, son, how you don't
it. Yeah.
know? I
I
think
didn't.
it's Pfizer, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I believe it's Pfizer, but I could be wrong. I want to say it again. I believe it's Pfizer, but I could be wrong. Anyway, the government has invested something like $3.2 billion to have. Yeah, son, that shrug. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, whatever, man.
Three
Yeah.
billion. That's it.
You know what I mean?
Keep the
3.2.
change.
Keep the change. Make it 4 bill. You know what I'm
Boy,
saying?
make it an even 5. Stop playing
Make it
games.
an even 5 billion. Why not?
Right.
Let's bring our value of the dollar down even more.
Right. It ain't my money. I don't give a fuck. You're paying
Anyway,
for it. You know what I'm saying?
facts. Anyway, so they've invested something like $3.2 billion into creating a COVID-19 vaccine pill.
Yeah.
Now, you will take this pill No shots necessary. No 2 shots. You take a pill. How often you take a pill, I don't know yet, but this is what they're trying to develop, the vaccine in the form of a pill. No more 2 shots. No more worrying about freezing and unfreezing. Just take your pill and call me in the morning.
Well, that way it'll be easier to sneak it into motherfuckers' diet now. Now you can sneak it.
Are you saying they're gonna Cosby people with the pill?
You know what I'm saying? Or they might just do it the way they do fluoride. You know, just put the shit in the water.
Hello.
Cats don't know.
Hello. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I'll never tell. Boop.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Or they hit them with the old school shit. They'll never know.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
saying?
We, by the time we figure it out, it'll be 30 years from now.
Right.
Like,
fuck out of here.
You know, people got weird headaches because of what the government did back in 2021.
You know what I'm saying? You start hearing one of these commercials. If you or one of your loved ones took the COVID-19
and you're experiencing flatulence,
you know what I'm saying? If you or one of your loved ones have taken the oops my bad pill, then you might be entitled to a class action lawsuit.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Call me. Yeah, fuck that.
Right. Call us at, how Cat Williams said, he said, call 1-800-R-BAD. That's 1-800-R-BAD. You know what I'm saying? Oops. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Yo, I wanted to ask you real quick. What's your favorite nasty snack? I got a lot because I love sweets.
What's a nasty?
My number one is ice cream.
Oh, so you consider that nasty?
It's gross. Yeah, it's gross. Yeah.
Oh.
Now, I mean, like unhealthy. You know,
unhealthy. Well,
yeah, like
I told you before. I don't put things into categories like that. It all depends.
Well, my favorite high calorie, high sugar, not good for me snack is ice cream. I like cheesecakes and cookies and shit like that too. But for me, numero uno is ice cream.
Yeah, that's what you said.
What's yours?
On the last thing. No one can out ice cream you.
Yeah, I'm saying no. I didn't say they can. I said let me be clear. I said let's let me do this on video. You know what I'm saying? I said if you eat more ice cream than me, and you're not on my 600-pound life, then we're talking.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I didn't say no one can out ice cream me. Yeah. I'm sure there are people who
I'm
can
paraphrasing.
Out ice cream me. Nah. You can't paraphrase around here. We got to be clear. You know what I'm saying? Then people start calling you. They start making response videos. Well, I saw that he said no one can out ice cream him. So I'm going to eat 12 pints until I pass out and shit myself on camera.
Anyway, you know what I
mean? Nah. We got to be clear.
But yeah, for me, it all depends on my mood at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be something like Greek yogurt. You know what I'm saying? If I have enough of it. Or to the lightest shit, to like alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I just want to fucking drink. You know what I mean? Like, so it all depends on my mood at the time. You know what I mean?
Right. But you don't have a go-to.
Nah, I don't really have a go-to. You know, like what because what I could be like really digging one day, the next day I'd be like, oh, I don't fuck with that. Like, nah.
Oh, okay. So it's all about the mood, the vibe.
Yeah. I need to. Yeah, it all depends on like what's how I'm feeling at the time. You know, there's something called when you come out here. There's something called daiquiris.
Yes.
Yes. Horrible.
Think of I had a gathering for my daughter. I got everybody COVID tested, and we had a gathering for her birthday recently, and I was like, yo, let's make strawberry daiquiris. And we all had strawberry. Well, they all had strawberry daiquiris. I'm the only one that didn't have one. But it was because I wanted to do virgin daiquiris and make my daughter feel nice because she's 11 and it's different. But the adults were like, yeah, but we saw your bourbon though. Can you put some bourbon in our joint?
let me tell you something. You ain't had a daiquiri till you came out here. Just think of
Well, tell the people where's out here.
Nah, I'm not going to tell them. So they could just people can comment what they think I'm talking about. It's like this: those who know, and those who don't know. And oh well, you know what I'm saying? It'll be another mystery of life. But here, just
My
imagine.
man said, yeah, "I'm not gonna do that."
So imagine, right? The highest like fucked up alcohol content. Put it right here on the screen, and the highest fucking sugar content combined,
together,
and then you'll see and understand what I mean by like.
So they put in like fucking. Oh man, what's this shit? 99 bananas and shit, like that type of Devil's Spring type alcohol.
Just double whatever the fuck you think it is. All kinds of crazy syrups, all kinds of weird shit, and then just like gasoline and shit. Just like
moonshine and shit.
It's like what the fuck? Why is it tasty? This shit is
why is it tasty?
Shit is dope.
All right, that sounds dangerous. So that's your shit right now.
I mean, it's not right. I mean, sometimes I'm in the mood for that. I know it's just fucked up.
Gross,
There's nothing good about it, but I just like, yo, I was on the daiquiri, son. Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah. That's me with the ice cream. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, I know shit, I shouldn't be doing this, but Ben and Jerry's though?
Right.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just chilling. I'm just taking a stroll and I'm just like, oh, that's Cheesecake Factory?
Right.
Damn. I guess I gotta buy two now. I mean, they got like 800 flavors. How am I supposed to just get one?
Son, you ain't never lie.
You know what I'm saying? How you got that many flavors and I'm supposed to just get one? That's like Baskin Robbins. You don't go in Baskin Robbins and get a single scoop of vanilla. Nah, you like, all right, let me try this. Okay, that was cool. Can I try that one? Okay, and then you gonna figure out what 2 or 3 scoops you gonna get.
Exactly.
I know it's nasty, son. It's gross. That's my gross, nasty go-to snack. See what time is it? It's about that time.
Go
ahead. What you
do you ever had this alcohol called Fireball?
Yeah, of course.
I love that shit. And it's the same thing. It's the most like ghetto. It's like Big Red met its alcoholic fucking friend, and they just married each other. It's like,
and they was like, "Ooh, baby, come here."
Right, we're gonna just be together forever. And I love that shit. It's like, oh, this shit is great. You know what I'm saying?
Fireball
is like, oh, people be like, what the fuck? Why are you drinking this? It's like, because it's
that would be
ghetto and fucked up. Like, of course, like
it's ghetto and fucked up. Give me more.
Right. It's like cheap ass liquor that just does the fucking trick.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah, that's my shit.
All right, Fireball from a specific company or just any fucking Fireball.
If you know what Fireball is, it's Fireball. You know what I'm saying? You Google Fireball. It comes in a fucking bottle and. Like damn,
nigga said,
and it's not even like, oh my god, it like you drink some drinks like, oh, it's so strong, and that keeps you from drinking it. This you drink like, oh, that's good. It's like I like it, and so you just keep fucking with it, and then you 4 drinks in, and you like
and you like, wait, but where's the toilet bowl? Because I'm not gonna make it.
Call me a cab, please.
Call me a cab.
Yeah.
Where do you live? I don't know.
Figure it out.
I live here. Like nigga, this ain't your house. You don't live here.
Figure it out.
I live here.
I live here now.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It's like, all right, son, just go lay down on the couch. We'll put a bucket by the couch. Don't throw up on the couch.
Exactly, son. Anyway.
I feel you, player.
All right, man. I know you gotta run.
I do. Literally. I'm literally gonna go. I'm gonna get out this tank top. I ain't that fly. I just did this real quick for the video. But I'm gonna get out this tank top. You know what I'm saying? Hit the pavement. I got some new sneakers, man. I can't show you on camera right now. Maybe I'll do a little something later. But I got these new sneakers. They're like for trail running. I just thought they were interesting. I don't run no trail anything. But I said, all right, they got like these little spikes on the bottom.
Right.
It's really interesting. And it even says like on it, like engineered for the perfect trail running experience. And I'm like,
Son,
all right, it was $59. I'm cool with that.
Son, I got the perfect trail running shoes. You've seen them before. You just get your pair of these. Jesus. This is what Jesus wore. When he walked, wherever the fuck he had to, when he was like going to all those places. We went to all those places in the Bible.
Oh, shit.
That don't exist right now. He wore the Jesus piece. Better than Jeezys. I know you remember these, son. I used to wear them when we fucked, you know what I'm saying? They still alive. These shits like I just bought them. They've been around for about 15 years. Look at the what? Son, you kidding? Look at the design on that. What? I probably spent $15 for it.
Oh my God, son.
Remember when Payless was a thing?
All right, so you made me stop laughing, son. Why there's no more Payless though?
Because because everybody want to do fly shit. Everybody want to do. Nobody can walk around and say I got these from Payless. No one can do that now because everybody's fly. But there used to be a time when
when the Air Moseses was out.
What, son? Kitten, you can walk to Nazareth with these right now. I'm done. Finish with you, son. That's it. You went out and spent $60 when you could have just had this.
Son, I cannot run in those Air Moseses.
Son.
I know you got your Black Panther shirt on and you feeling like Wakanda right now.
And all the kids be like, what are those? I be like, these are Jesus's joints. That's what they are. You should be bowing down and asking your parents to buy these mofos.
Son, you are a wild dude. Oh, shit. Yo, you got me crying here.
My joints, kid.
Oh,
anyway.
Shit.
Yeah. But happy trekking, though, man.
I cannot run 3 miles in those. I will have cut up feet and be in the nearest hospital with like probably some kind of tetanus shot needed to be given to me because the concrete will have fucked me all up.
Son, if you walk in those, that's called divine intervention, son. You will be on top of mountains. You ain't even know how the hell I got on top of this mountain. How did this happen? What?
Son, you wilding right now,
you know
son.
I mean?
You had a daiquiri before this, son?
You be talking to burning bushes and shit? Like, you right.
Son,
No,
you
you
wild.
right.
Son, you wilding. I'm out of here. You bugging out right now, son.
Good seeing you, kid.
All right, likewise. Peace.
And let's roll out, roll out, roll out, roll out. Let's roll out.